During his time on death row, Ted Bundy confessed to taking the lives of 30 women. Nevertheless, authorities suspect that the actual count could reach as many as 100. Kimberly Leach, just 12 years old, was one of the victims. She holds the grim distinction of being Ted Bundy's final victim and one of the youngest he ever preyed upon. The majority of Bundy's victims were in their 20s, yet Leach's story is particularly tragic, as she was taken away and murdered by him before she could even celebrate her teenage years. On the morning of February the 9th, 1978, a cold and rainy day, after completing her gym class in the auditorium, Leach strolled to her homeroom where she looked for her handbag she had misplaced. After collecting it, the 12-year-old set off toward the auditorium, which was only a quick 250 feet away. Despite the brief distance, she did not make it back. While she was walking around the school campus, Bundy noticed her and quickly headed her way. "We knew something was wrong," former classmate Sherry Roberts McKinley recounted to ABC News. She pointed out that Leach was never one to skip school or leave the grounds. "I mean, we were 12, she remarked, and she was very shy. Childhood friend and classmate Lisa Little also told ABC News that she was supposed to meet Leach at their designated spot after class, but she was not there. On the fateful morning of her kidnapping, Kimberly was dressed in a football jersey that displayed her name prominently on the back. If Bundy had spotted the jersey and called her name, it would have strengthened the assertion that he was sent by one of her family members. Having successfully convinced the young girl to join him, he most likely sped across the campus with her, heading straight for West Duval Street, where his stolen white media van awaited. Moments before Leach vanished, another student observed a man matching Bundy's description on West Duval Street. This implies that he was probably lurking near Lake City Junior High on the hunt for his next victim. For 2 months, the Lake City police scoured the area in search of Kimberly, but their quest turned up empty. Kimberly's parents reassured the police that she had not left on her own. She was a cheerful child, thriving in a supportive home. On that particular day, she was looking forward to going with her mother to pick out a formal dress for the Valentine's Day dance, and she was happily in a relationship with her boyfriend. In a heartbreaking turn of events, Leach's body was found in a small shed behind Suwannee River Park in April of 1978. The investigation revealed that she had been subjected to an assault and severe beating before her tragic death. After Bundy's capture in Pensacola, authorities concluded that he had attacked and killed Leach inside his van. A significant bloodstain found on the rear carpet was confirmed to match her blood type. Additionally, investigators uncovered fibers that corresponded to the clothing worn by both individuals. The cause of death was violence to the neck area and a large amount of bleeding. According to the prosecution, Bundy wielded a hunting knife purchased only a day before the kidnapping to brutally cut his victim's throat. While the precise events of that fateful morning may remain a mystery, it is probable that Bundy enticed her into his stolen media van with a deceptive trick. In one of his third-person confessions from prison, he suggested that the killer might have approached Leach, claiming that a family member had been involved in an accident. On February the 7th, 1980, Ted Bundy was found guilty of killing Kimberly Leach. He was sentenced to death just 3 days afterward. Ted Bundy was sentenced to death 3 times by 1980, yet he remained alive until his execution on January the 24th, 1989, when he was put to death by electric chair. Now, 36 years later, his infamous name is still making headlines. I don't want people to focus on Ted Bundy, the monster that came to visit our lives for such a short time, but had such a profound impact. I want everyone to remember the angel, Kimberly Leach, that was with us, that shared her life with us, her smiles with us, her hopes and dreams with us. Lisa Little told ABC News, "I would like for people to remember that she is who needs to be remembered and not him." It is not uncommon for me to get comments and emails asserting that Mr. Bundy was misjudged. Many believe he merely needed therapy, empathy, and affection. Following Zac Efron's portrayal of Bundy, a wave of women has started to romanticize him. I have often been told he was attractive and charismatic, but let us be clear. Ted Bundy was far from that. He was in truth a monster. When we think about Ted Bundy, let us remember his victims and the pain endured by their families and friends. I thank you for watching.